The Mosaic Service is our second service on Sunday mornings, and it is really what it really says. It's a blend. It's a mixture, a mosaic, if you will, of different styles. And we'll use, like in the traditions, we'll use a choir and orchestra. But the music that we do, the style of music we do, is more contemporary. So we use some of the traditional elements of choir, orchestra, praise team, but the music stylistically would be a more of a contemporary vein. We'll do some hymns for sure in that service, but they'll usually be a modern arrangement of hymns. And but it's a great service. An exciting, dynamic, worship focused service.
I really enjoy being able to mix the contemporary elements and the traditional elements, to be able to have a choir, but also a praise team and a band, but also the orchestra. I think that's amazing. I think to be able to connect the two worlds in Christian music, that is very, very unique.
The Mosaic service really appeals to a very wide range of people. Any given Sunday, I look out into the congregation, I see young people all the way up to senior adults. It really appeals to a group of people that enjoy some of the traditional elements in church music, like choir and orchestra, praise team, but they enjoy it in a more contemporary, modern vein and style of music. Well, what makes the Mosaic service unique opposed to the other two services is we certainly use choir and orchestra, and we also use that in traditions, but what makes it unique is not only the style of music that we do, it's more contemporary, but we use a lot more video, images, and different lighting in the Mosaic service, which is a little more of a modern worship approach. And we'll also use our dance team in the Mosaic, another modern form of worship. So there are definitely some different elements that you will find in the Mosaic service that you might not find in the Edge or in the tradition service.
Well, Mosaic is unique not only because of the elements that we have, but also because we can bring different kind of styles to the stage. We can come with from gospel music to contemporary rock music, and also to bring those elements that allow us to reach our community, which is a multicultural community. We have all kinds of nationalities. We have all kinds of backgrounds in our church. And I think that if we are trying to reach our community, music is a great way, because we are going to the heart of the people.
My heart beats worship. My passion, what God has birthed in me, is a desire to lead God's people into His presence. When I think about God's presence, the Bible says that God inhabits the praises of His people. And so when we worship God in spirit and in truth, God honors His promise and inhabits the praise of His people. The Bible says in John chapter 4 that God is spirit, and He is seeking worshipers who worship the Father in spirit and in truth. So my passion and my desire for this church is for us to become a worshiping church, a church that hungers and thirsts for the very presence of God.